Welcome back to One Brain Ops. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Last time, we found some proof of Ludwig's intentions to start a rebellion, and now, Geoffrey is going to ride to Felray to stop them. Let's do it.
Insurrection erupts across Crimea. The wounds Crimea suffered during the conflict with Devdan have finally begun to heal, and it should be rejoicing in its hard-won peace. How is it that the fires of rebellion have been lit? Bastion, Queen Elincia's most trusted advisor, widely acknowledged for his political savvy, is on a mission to Devdan. And the Grail mercenaries, the original authors of Crimea's recovery, are nowhere to be found. Queen Elincia, close to despair, has nonetheless ordered the Crimean Royal Knights to restore order in Felray. Her only wish is to win the coming battle, so that she may stave off a civil war.
Alright, and here we are at the base. As always, info first. And we will begin in Khalil's shop, so we finally get to meet mild-mannered, gentle Khalil. There she is. Ah, yes, and there's Amy. Yeah. I'm still gonna pronounce the other character's name Amy as well. Yep, it's Makalov. Yeah, and this is one of the things that I wish they'd handled differently with Radiant Dawn. They really kind of crushed all of Astrid's character development, and the only dialogue she ever gets in this game is she's just blindly following Makalov around. Yeah, they kind of ruined her character. And there's Largo. So, yeah, should explain quickly about Largo. So, there were supports in Path of Radiance between Largo and Khalil, and all the support conversations from Path of Radiance are essentially canon to Radiant Dawn, so, in those support conversations, there had been discussions of Largo opening a bar once the war was over. So here, in Radiant Dawn, Largo and Khalil are now married. Amy is their adopted daughter. And they did open a bar. The thing is, Largo was a berserker in Path of Radiance, and that class doesn't exist in Radiant Dawn, so he's not playable here. And the canon for that is just that he lost an arm in the war, apparently. That's why his portrait there only has one arm. And yeah, if you actually get transfer bonuses with Largo in Path of Radiance on a file, they'll actually go to Khalil in Radiant Dawn, which is kind of interesting. So you could potentially get transfer bonuses on Khalil from both Khalil and Largo to different stats, but anyway. I always like that line, the best enemies are the ones that are on fire. Yeah, Khalil is still a pretty good mage. But yeah, that's the point. And yes, now we meet Danvid. Yep. Not Devdan. Danvid. Yeah, and there was also a support in Path of Radiance between Devdan and Largo, where Devdan was talking about wanting to make people laugh, and he had characters that he did, and one of them was Nadvid, and it seems like Danvid is another one of his characters, but he's known throughout this game just as Danvid, so I'm gonna try to call him Danvid instead of Devdan, but I might make it up, or mix it up. Okay, so yeah, out of that conversation, we did recruit Danvid. So let's go through the other two here. Yeah, again, more subtle hints here that there's more to their relationship than initially meets the eye. Okay, so Geoffrey gets his Brave Lance back. And now Kieran. Okay, and we get a silver axe as well. So, okay, this is the team that we've got here, these 6. We've already met Marcia. And all of these are characters that we know from Path of Radiance, aside from Danvid, who's definitely not Devdan. Okay, now, the other thing before we start doing some inventory management here is that there's a lot of bargains. So, yeah, there's quite a few here, and we have 20,000 gold, so we can actually, I think we can actually afford all of them. I have to add it up here, but we'll find out shortly. The really important thing is this hammer, though. We're going to buy it, and we're going to send it to the convoy. We're not going to hand it to Kieran. We don't want it in his hands right now. We want it in the convoy. And now, there are a lot of mounted units in this chapter, so the Horse Slayer is kind of a natural thing to bring. I have a specific use for this Horse Slayer, though, and I'm going to send that to the convoy as well. Now, as for these killer weapons, well, now, we'll get another killer bow in part 3. I was thinking about transferring that over as well, but we can go ahead and hand this one to Astrid. I might change my mind on that in a couple minutes. The killer axe, I actually would like to convoy this one too. That'll be useful in part 2 endgame. The killer lance, now, Danvid already has one. Geoffrey doesn't need one. We're going to hand this to Marcia. And then the other thing I just want to check real quick with Marcia, she can use swords as well. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. And she has a rank of C in swords, so she could actually probably use that killing edge, right? Oh no, that's a B. Okay, so that would have to go to Makalov. It might be a good idea to even just transfer that killing edge over to part 3. Yeah, I'm going to buy that killing edge and stick it in the convoy. I'm not going to hand it to Makalov. And then we don't need the steel longbow. I'm just going to leave that one and save the gold. So, okay. Now, the other thing... So I do want to get Marcia a sword. So let's just get her the best sword that she can use, which I think would be... I guess it would be a steel sword. I don't know if I want to give her an iron blade, which she could use. Wind edge might also not be a bad idea. Oh, but I have Lucia's wind edge in the convoy. I can probably give that to her later if I want. Okay, we're just going to give her a steel sword for now. This way she has a way to fight axe users. And then our other characters are all, at the moment, locked into their weapon types. The paladins could all gain a second weapon type on promotion, potentially, but yeah, that isn't going to be for a while for any of them. I'm going to go ahead and just convoy the coin, because I don't need it. And actually, I'm going to get Makalov a wind edge, because he doesn't have a ranged weapon right now. And then Geoffrey, he's got that short spear. Okay, I actually want to... Okay, we're gonna actually get a few javelins here and distribute them. So I'm gonna get 3. Just hand them to Geoffrey for now. And then we're actually gonna give one of those to Danvid. And then... I think what I'll do is I'm actually going to give Marcia the short spear. The reason being that, well... Now, I guess we do get this group back again. Tough decisions. Okay, I'm actually gonna... No, I'm gonna keep Geoffrey with the short spear for now. And I'll just have him hold on to the extra javelins. I don't anticipate going through 2 javelins and a short spear, but I just want to have him in this group because there's 3 lance users in the group. And, okay, I might as well swap it for the 18-use one that Marcia has. Okay, Kieran's already pretty well outfitted. And then the only thing to swap around is healing items, so... Yeah, Astrid doesn't need the concoction. And Yeah, actually, we can probably swap her the herb and give Makalov the vulnerary. I kinda... Did I happen to convoy a vulnerary? I didn't. I might want to just buy one and give it to Astrid. Yeah, you know what? We've got the gold right now. But yeah, this is why I don't bother buying the longbow, is that, like, I want to spend that money on other resources. Okay. And then, actually, if she has the vulnerary, she probably doesn't need the herb. Let's just give it to Kieran. Why not? Okay. Okay. So we should be pretty good, and again, okay, my reason for convoying these items, the Killing Edge, the Horse Slayer, Killer Axe Hammer, is I want them to go to other characters, and mainly I want them to be transferred over to Part 3 of the game. So, kind of like with Ileana, where she switches parties, the characters that we're using here in Part 2, some of them are going to be playable again in Part 3, and others will not. All the ones here in the Crimean Royal Knights are not going to come with us to Part 3, and we're not going to get to manage their inventories before the next battle. So, anything that we leave in the convoy, though, we'll be able to have for that next battle. And the hammer especially is important here. You can probably guess who that's going to. Yeah, in fact, the Killer Axe and the Horse Slayer are probably going to him as well. But, anyway. That's good for now. Okay, so... manage. Yeah, I don't want to give XP to any of these people. Oh, I will show... So, the skills that they have. Oh, and Geoffrey, by the way, 3-star authority. That's nice. So, Geoffrey has Paragon, which he gets for free. So, he's actually very easy to train because of that, despite having pretty low availability, much like his sister Lucia. Kieran comes with Gamble, which is a pretty useless skill on him. I don't really get much use out of Gamble anyway, though. Later in the game it can be fun on like a True Blade or a Marksman, but throughout most of the game it's not very useful. Basically, you are sacrificing hit rate to increase your crit rate, and it really only pays off if your hit rates are already ridiculously high. Astrid also comes with Native Paragon. However, she is very difficult to train because you can see she's only a level 2 bow paladin. You pretty much have to just feed her a ton of kills in this chapter if you want to train her. I'm not going to be. Makalov has no skills, of course. It's Makalov. And Marcia doesn't either, but we already looked at Marcia. And then Danvid being a halberdier, same class as Nephany. And, well, what Aaron will be, and they get critical +5. Okay. So, let's go ahead and... yeah, there's not going to be anything in the support menu, so let's move out. Backup plan. Okay. So, Ludwig is sacrificing these guys, basically. as a diversion. Yeah, that's very noble of him, I think. Yeah, and Geoffrey here gives some very important information about this battle. And of course it's lagging now. Okay, so we finally get to actually reposition before a battle here. Although Geoffrey and Kieran are locked into their starting spaces, and we have a lot of yellow units under our command. Really, for deployments, I kind of don't want to change too much. The only thing I'm going to do is swap Danvid over. So he is has lower movement than the rest of the army here. So I just want to have him on the straightest path here. He has a move of 7, everybody else has a move of 9. So, okay. So the gimmick to this chapter is that you get a lot of bonus XP for every enemy unit that you leave alive. So, kind of similar to the map in 2.1 where we're trying to spare the volunteers, except this time we're trying to spare everybody. So, we need to break through this heavy door here. We need to take on the boss and have Geoffrey seize this seize point as quickly as we can and leave as many enemies alive as we can. The alternative strategy is to just forego that bonus XP and just wipe everybody out. Normally I would recommend that, like, if you're trying to train Astrid, because she needs a lot of XP on this map. Same for, like, Makalov, and I suppose Danvid, too. But, if you're not trying to train those characters, you can, try to play this as a, as pacifist as you can, and try to go for max bonus XP. And yeah, Kieran and Geoffrey are pretty strong here. Marcia, let's just say I've been able to train Marcia without having to kill a lot of enemies in this chapter, so we're not going to worry about that, even though we are training Marcia in this run. So there are a few things to be aware of as well, and we'll kind of talk about most of them as we progress through the map. The one I want to point out now is actually this one up here. So this enemy does have a droppable speed wing, this halberdier. If we can lure him down and manage to kill him before we break through the door and seize, that would be great, because I would love to get my hands on that speed wing. It's not absolutely necessary, though. Okay, and that leg is really terrible, but that's okay, because I'm going to save at this point, and practice run the chapter, and so I'll end up restarting, and hopefully that'll fix the leg before the actual start of the battle, so I'll see you there. Alright, let's fight. Okay. Now, I'm really hoping that the lag isn't too bad here. These big maps with a lot of units on them tend to cause problems. So, hopefully it's not that bad. We'll see, though. Okay, so, to start with here, we're just going to advance everyone. Gonna not equip the Killer Lance. Again, the idea is we want to leave as many of these enemies alive as we can. Okay, gonna get Kieran as far as he can go. And yeah, steel poleaxe is fine. Okay. And then Marcia, there aren't any archers up near the, or bow users up near the front here, so she can kind of go forward as far as she can. And that's fine. Later on, we're going to have to be careful, though. And then we're going to get Astrid up. And then before I move my last unit, I've got to remember to direct the yellow units. So, if you leave them on roam, they'll pretty much just go after the closest enemy. They'll fight, they'll do their own thing. Again, we want to leave the enemies alive, and to do that, we're pretty much going to sacrifice the yellow units. So, we're just going to have them target the end point so that they just charge forward as fast as possible, and we're basically sending them to their deaths, but they don't know that, and they're not worth bonus XP, so it's okay to do that. Alright. So yep, here they all go. They will all charge. And yeah, I position them also such that the yellow units, as well as Kieran and Makalov, are surrounding Astrid, so she can't get hit right now. And yeah, these enemy turns, especially near the beginning here, take a really long time, because there's just a lot of units to move. And yeah, those two bishops, if you leave the yellow units on roam, they will sometimes heal your units, but usually if you do this strategy, they'll die pretty quickly. That one bishop did dodge, though, so maybe he'll stay alive for a little while. And yeah, you can't avoid killing some of these enemies. There's just... they're in the way, and so some of them will just die. And I like it when the injured ones, like, run away to heal themselves, but they don't always do that. Sometimes they will just keep fighting and kill themselves. Yep, Marcia gets a kill there. Ooh, another good dodge from that bishop there. Okay, good job not killing that one for now. Geoffrey will one-shot this guy. Yep. And then that fighter back there is going to run up and get into a really annoying spot, at least as long as he does the same thing he did last time. Yep, there he goes. And yep, right into an annoying spot, throwing a hand axe. Okay. So this one should die. Yep. Oh, so many enemies to move. Okay. So now, this is pretty much how it went the last time for me as well. Only difference is here where I think one of these priests got killed, and this guy had a little bit better dodge luck, but otherwise pretty much the same. So, okay, we need to take out these fighters to clear a path for Geoffrey and everybody else to get through. So we're going to do that. So, Makalov, can you take out one of them? Okay, you can double this one, so let's take out this one. Okay. So now Geoffrey's path is clear, so really the next part is not entirely necessary, but I want to put someone here to block off these guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to take this one out. You know, if anyone's going to have a kill, let's make it Marcia. Oh, she can't quite get him with the steel sword, and yeah, she's going against weapon triangle there. Okay, can Astrid maybe chip a little? Okay, so you do have a 32 hit rate. I kind of don't want Astrid taking that hit. You can try the longbow. Well, okay, let's try for that 71. I've always got Kieran to kill this guy if need be. Yeah. Okay, well, let's... Because Kieran probably just one-rounds him, right? Yeah, easily. Well, okay, let's try for the Killer Lance with Marcia. Try for the crit, and if she doesn't get the crit, Kieran will finish him. Alright, she got the crit. Nice. Okay, and then we'll bring her up here, and again, just kind of block one of Astrid's sides here. There is a Bow Knight over here, but they're slowed down here by these thickets, so these three are going to run back around this way. Okay, and now the way is clear for Geoffrey. How far can Kieran get? Probably not far enough. Okay, well, we'll just bring him up as far as he can go. And then with Geoffrey, so this one does have a droppable steel lance. We're going to have to kill both of these. But let's go ahead and kill the one with the steel lance. Okay. And then the yellow units are still set up to run in as far as they can, so I'm going to pull Geoffrey back, and we're going to let the yellow units kind of lead the way here. The reason being that Geoffrey will kill too many of these enemies on counterattacks, and the yellow units won't. And then we're going to use Danvid to block off this, and we're just going to unequip his weapon because, I'll just preview this, he will take these guys out, but as you can see, they have a very low hit rate against him, so he'll dodge most of these attacks. We're just going to unequip him. And this is basically going to be Danvid's job for the battle, is just hold off these guys, don't let them around, and don't let them attack us from behind. And now, yeah, it's really starting to lag. Nothing we can do. Okay, and those two priests are probably dead. Or bishops, I should say. I think at the start of my next turn, I'm going to battle save and then close and reopen Dolphin and just see if that'll help with the lag at all. Okay, yeah, and those other cavalry, because they moved first, they didn't see anyone they could attack, so they ran the other way. But we're going to try to draw them all back towards Danvid if we can. Okay. And that fighter back there is left on 1 HP, so we'll see if he's smart and runs away, or if he's stupid and gets himself killed. Well, those bishops served their purpose. Now, see, like this one is stupid and getting himself killed. And this one. Nope. Ooh. Nice dodging there. Okay, and then, yeah, the two bow guns up here, we have to be very careful with Marcia. I like that they ran forward, though, because that's going to make them a little easier to take out. In fact, Kieran and Geoffrey might be able to get to those two safely. But there's also an enemy up there with a horse slayer. It's that paladin off to the left. So we have to be careful to keep our units out of his range as well. Okay, so they healed that one. Okay, so again, like I said, I'm going to battle save and then just close and reopen Dolphin here to see if it helps with the lag. Okay, we're back here, so let's go ahead and try this now. So I'm locking in this Horse Slayer's range first, so he's very dangerous to everyone up here other than Marcia. And the plan is basically, we're going to use the yellow units to draw him in, and we're going to sacrifice them. So first thing is, I'm going to have Geoffrey Brave Lance this guy to take him down. None of our units are fast enough to double these two warriors. So the Brave Lance is the only way to one-round them. And, the next thing I'm going to do... Well, okay, let's just go ahead and move Danvid real quick. Again, I'm just trying to draw these guys down if possible. It's probably not going to work, though. They tend to like to go over here. So, Makalov, we're going to put in this heal hedge, and the reason for this is basically I want to give these guys something to attack here, so that they're not chasing after us as we run through here. And also, I want to prevent any damaged enemies from running into that heal hedge and just being in the way. Okay, and it is lagging again. Okay. So now, the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit you with the steel bow and take you out. Okay. Can these guys... I don't think they can get past these thickets. If they can, it's okay if Astrid takes one attack. Okay, only the hand axe and only at range, so that one will probably go for Makalov at range. That's why I left him with the steel sword equipped and not the wind edge. Okay, and then Kieran... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I could get to here, and then 8, 9, and get you out of the Horse Slayer range, so let's do this. You know, I could actually just take this guy out instead of just weakening this guy. Let's do that. Let's take out this other bow user. Okay, and then get out of Horse Slayer range. And then we're going to actually move their target and have them target over here. Again, we're trying to draw in that Horse Slayer, just so that Geoffrey can Brave Lance him. And I know that he's... Actually, let's draw them a little closer. That Horse Slayer is like one of the last enemies to move, so probably several of these Crimeans are going to die here. But then, okay, this one, he's blocked off, so we're just going to have Marcia hang out behind the fence for now, safe from the bow. Equip Javelin, Vulnerary. Okay. Okay, and then let's see how this goes. The end of this map is very difficult, so, I mean, don't feel bad if you fail this. I usually fail this multiple times. I get somebody killed here one way or another. Okay, these guys are getting left on low HP. We'll see if they survive or if we have to kill them because they get in the way. Okay, yeah, now we do have to deal with catapults, and he's actually going to hit the bowgun guy as well. Ooh, that last one there might die to a catapult, actually. Yep, he dies to the catapult. Oh, and in fact, the middle one is too, I think. Well, you guys served your purpose. Okay, that other catapult can't quite reach, so... Alright. Okay, and I'm glad you came around, because that... Ooh, you missed also. But you probably double him? No? Okay. Because, yeah, that Horse Slayer coming around there makes it easier for Geoffrey to be able to take him out and then canto forward, so... That helps, actually. Okay, and then you have 1 HP, and you killed that guy, but you're probably going to die on your next turn when you attack somebody else. Okay. That one cavalry is running for the heel hedge over there. Danvid just being a dodge tank. Okay, so now I'm gonna probably have to put somebody here to continue to block these guys off. And I have to be very careful, because this guy now, he equipped his axe, but he's still got the bowgun, so if he is able to run around and shoot at Marcia, that cannot happen. And I'm probably gonna have to leave him alive, too, because of where all the other units are here. I wonder... Okay, if I... You would do 12. You would do 8 or 10. So, okay, 10. You do 22 with Makalov. And then can I do another 5? Yeah, these 3 could team up to take him out through the fence. Okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And actually, they left the path pretty clear. So this doesn't always happen, where Geoffrey and Kieran get this clear of a path to the door. So what we're going to do, we're going to take advantage of this, and we're going to rush in there. So, Geoffrey, take this guy out first. And just get up here. Actually, Kieran. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll get to here. Okay, so I don't want to put Geoffrey right here. I want to put him here. Reason being that now, when these catapults target them, they'll target in between the two, and they'll only take half shots instead of full shots. You have a steel axe. Yeah, we're not gonna attack you. We're gonna try to leave you alive if we can. Okay. So that clear path being in there was great, and being able to take this guy out through the fence is also great. So, okay. We're gonna go for this. We're gonna go Astrid first. Steel bow. Okay. Canto back to here. Then Makalov next with the Wind Edge. And then Canto... Do I want him in the heel hedge or the thicket? Because Marsh is going to go in the other spot. Let's put him back in the heel hedge, and we'll have Marcia go to the thicket. And then before I move Marcia, we're going to have these guys all target here now. Actually, you know what? Target where Astrid is. So this way, we're going to just have them hopefully surround Astrid so that she doesn't get attacked in melee range. Okay, now we Javelin, and please hit this 76, Marcia. Nice. Okay. That one is gone. And yeah, by the way, if she had missed, it's good that I put Makalov in the thicket so that she would be able to get out of the bow range. Okay, and then Danvid, you just wait. Okay. They might get through to Astrid, actually. Well, that one died. Okay. Alright. You attack Makalov. And now you'll run away and heal. Okay, and there's that Speedwing guy. So we do want to try to take him out if we can. I don't know if we'll be able to. Because we need Kieran to break down the door, and then we need Geoffrey to fight the boss, and I don't know if there's going to be time to also get the Speedwing. Oh, well, that Myrmidon's dead. Wow, that guy on 1 HP is still alive. He's still killing the yellow units. Yeah, too many of these guys are getting killed. But why didn't you go onto the heal hedge? That was weird. Okay, and now I am kind of out of shielding for Astrid there, so this is gonna have to end quickly now. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have time for the Speedwing because my yellow units are too depleted here. So this is the problem. I need to wait a turn for him to jump down. Okay, and by the way, there's some kind of nasty stuff here. So these are snipers up here. I'm actually going to battle save before we take the door, because there's a chance that Geoffrey can just die to an unlucky crit from these snipers, or from the boss who's got a Wodow, which is, it has a crit of 20, so it's just kind of a worse version of a Killing Edge. There's also, well, this one is just an archer, yeah, but there's a sniper... No, I guess it is just these two that are snipers. I thought there was one more. But, anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be time to kill this halberdier with the Speedwing. Okay, so let's break the door. Okay. So, it's a good thing that I battle saved, because I ended up not getting Geoffrey killed by a crit here, although he did get critted by the boss, and might have died later on the turn, but I actually got Kieran killed. So what I did was I had Kieran come up and break the door. The problem is that what I did afterwards was I cantoed him onto the door space, so I cantoed him forward, not realizing that these two snipers with longbows would actually be enough to kill him if he's standing here. So what I have to actually do is break the door and then canto backward, just out of these guys' range. And annoyingly, you can't highlight their range because they're taking into account the catapult, which I think is stupid. Okay, now... the problem is, I can't break the door with a hand axe, so I can't counterattack this guy after he jumps down and attacks Kieran. is there any way that Marcia is going to be able to get up and help? Ooh, she's just close enough that maybe. If I can draw it, because, okay. How far do you get? Oh, you could get to right adjacent to them. Okay, so no, Marcia's too far away. I would have to move her in this turn, and I don't think I can do that safely. Okay, because the problem is, if I hand axe the door, it won't break it, so Geoffrey would then have to break the door, and then I can't do that and attack the boss. So I need Kieran to attack it with one of his other weapons, and then, yeah, Astrid and Makalov. Oh, I guess I could actually just run them away and run Marcia in. That might work. Okay, we're gonna try that. We're gonna see if we can get Marcia in close. So let's get her in close, but not too close. Could I maybe get out of this catapult range? Yeah, and then does this one hit there? Okay, so she'd only take one catapult shot then if I put her out there. That's fine. This will be close enough. And this guy with the sword is probably going to run over to her, so how does she do against him? Okay, she would leave him alive, so we'll let her fight. Okay. So we're going to do this. We're going to run Makalov out of here. Astrid out of here. And then, once again, I'm going to put the direct target on Astrid so that they try to surround her. Okay. And we're going to hope that... Again, I didn't actually check the math on this. We're just going to hope that between Kira and Marcia, we can kill the Speedwing guy before Geoffrey seizes. Oh, gotta break that first. Okay, so you will get down to here. So I actually want to put Kieran here on the Kanto. Alright. Okay. And yeah, don't know if I mentioned it before or after I cut the video, so I'll just say it now. This boss will move once you open the door, so he'll run down and attack. But we're not going to give him a chance this time, because we're going to just stand right in front of him. And again, I probably said this already, but this square does not count as height penalty against these guys. So we're going to chance this with Geoffrey. And we're just going to hope that the crits don't kill him. Yep, and not quite enough, because they purposely start Geoffrey's starting stats so that he won't be able to one-round the boss. Okay, we're going to leave him on that space, because, like I said, no height penalty. So, okay, I believe Danvid is the only one left to move. Yep. Okay, you guys go try to surround Astrid as best you can. And yeah, I'm sorry, that lag is really bad. And they will physic and try to heal the boss, but it won't heal him up to full health, so he'll still die to Geoffrey's counterattack. Oh my god, the lag. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so... Speedwing guy is drawn in. That one went for Marcia instead of Kieran, which I don't understand why. And again, why aren't you aiming to land it directly on Kieran where it'll do twice as much damage? I don't understand that either. so yep, they'll heal him. But not to full health, and then he'll attack Geoffrey and get killed on the counterattack. But only after everybody else moves. Okay, good dodge. Good dodge. And yeah, that was how I failed this earlier, was I had, Oh. Why would you go after Kieran when you could survive against Marcia? I mean, I guess you did survive because you dodged, but why are these enemies so dumb? Oh, that one finally healed himself, so I guess he'll survive the chapter after all. And that one finally went in the heal hedge. Oh, the turns in this chapter, it just takes forever. That's my one complaint about this chapter. I really like it in general, and it's very challenging, but I just wish that the enemy turns didn't take so long. But I get that they have to, because it's so many enemies. Okay. Perfect. And now we are guaranteed of being able to just end the battle with Geoffrey on our turn, because it's a seize. Geoffrey leveled up. Okay, skill and speed. Not the greatest level up, but we're not using you really anyway. Okay, and send which item to the convoy? I guess the Wodao. I'm just trying to think if any of these items are useful to me in the next chapter. I mean, I guess, because I'll have Nephany in the next chapter, so I guess I could convoy the Brave Lance and give that to Nephany if I really wanted to. But no, that's fine. Oh, you know... Actually, yeah. Let's convoy the short spear, and we'll give that to Nephany in the next chapter. Danved just dodge tanking away over there. Okay, so now we can end this with Geoffrey when we're ready to, but we want to take out this guy if we can. So what does Kieran do to him? 21 with the steel poleaxe, 20 with a better hit rate. So okay, can Marcia do enough to get him down? No. That's disappointing. Okay, we're not going to be able to get him. Alright, the only shot we have is this 29% crit. Okay. I almost... Well, and actually... Well, Marcia would be stuck there, because that's the end of her movement range, too, so I'd have to use Kieran first. Because you'd be down to 14, and Marcia can't do 14 with any of these. So we'd have to try for that crit. You know, I'm tempted to actually battle save and go after this speedling. Okay, gonna level with you guys. I've failed this chapter several times here tonight. It's mostly stupid things. I left Marcia in range of those crossbows a couple times. I'm gonna do this dirty. We're gonna battle... Well, okay, actually... Okay, you could miss a 95. Let's battle save. Okay. Get out of the way. Battle save now. And then go for the crit. And I'm going to reload this if she doesn't crit, because I want that speed wing. After all this that I've been through with this chapter, this has been awful. Okay, and she crit the first time, so I didn't have to reset. Okay. Wow. Perfect. Alright. And now, okay, I guess I can try to get some experience on some other people if I want. Yeah, why not? Let's just shoot you with an arrow and not kill you. And let's just whack you with a sword and not kill you. And can we do damage to this guy without killing him? Ooh, we can if he doesn't crit. Yeah, now I'm battle saving against the crit. That's right. That's the kind of night it's been for me. Oh my god. Yep, that's why I battle saved there, so that he wouldn't crit that guy. Okay, gonna reset, gonna do that again. Unreal, that 8% crit. Okay, we're gonna try this again, and don't crit this time, Danvid, please. There we go. Just trying to get you that little tiny bit of XP. Alright, and now let's end the map, finally. Oh my god, that one's over. Between the lag and the, like, just stupid mistakes and getting killed over and over, that took forever to do. Alright, well, we finally got through that chapter. I do really like that chapter a lot. It's actually one of my favorites, and I like the side objective of leaving enemies alive. Oh, I forgot to check before I ended the map how many were still left, but we'll just do the math from the bonus XP. Yep, and now the characters realize that it was a decoy force. The old highway. Oh, there's Har. Yeah, you know, that's kind of what I said before the battle. It's not very noble of him to sacrifice his soldiers that way. Of course, it's Har, so he's got to take a nap. Oh, uh-oh. He knows. Okay, so just gonna add up the Red Army survived here real quick. I actually forgot how much they're worth, so I gotta look that up real quick. I think they might be worth 200 each, but I'm gonna double check that here. Okay, so yeah, they were worth 200 each. So yeah, that's 34 left alive then on the map at the conclusion there. And that is full turn bonus as well. It's 11 turns for turn bonus and 14 for half turn bonus. I never mentioned that during the chapter because I was never worried about hitting it. When you rush through it like that, you pretty much are guaranteed to hit the turn bonus. So, anyway, that is that chapter. And that is the save screen. So we finally got through Geoffrey's charge. That was a very long recording process, but we did it, and I like that battle. It's one of my favorites in the game, and coming up next is Part 1 Endgame, Part 2 Endgame. We're already at the end of Part 2, and Part 2 Endgame is my #1 favorite map in this game. So, really excited to record that. I was hoping to do it right now, but after how long that took, I'm going to do it tomorrow. So, I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching One Brain Ops.